Hi and welcome to Puro Dino. First things first, a huge big shout out to everybody that has subscribed. The channel reached 119 subscribers at the time of recording this in just under 3 weeks time. That's mad. I really never expected that, and really big thanks to all of you. If you're into Dino history, restoration, lore correcting, and Alfredo's journey back to his original identity, then like, share, and subscribe, because this really is the place for all of that. So as you can see, my daily driver currently stands where Alfredo normally lives. Don't worry, he's not gone. He's just getting a little bit of maintenance and servicing done for his car inspection on Monday. And if you want to find out whether he passed and everything else, tune in for the next episode. And just before we jump into matching numbers, I quickly wanted to highlight how crazy and amazing this journey has already been for me. I got 2 packages yesterday, one from Christopher in the United States and one from Christian in Switzerland, the same Christian that shared some pictures of his GT4 with us last week. And I just quickly wanted to show what these guys have sent me, so let's have a quick look. So yeah, as you can see, Christopher sent me some really cool trinkets here. A bumper sticker. I'd rather be driving my Dino 308 GT4. That's definitely going to go on my daily driver once I've given it a bit of a clean. The green car sticker, which is pretty cool. This is actually Christopher's car. This isn't just like a generic 308 GT4. This is actually Christopher's car in his color. Really cool. A round little Dino button, pretty cool. That's definitely going to go on one of my jackets or something. Tiafo Garage sticker. Guys, check out his YouTube channel, Tiafo Garage. What else have we got? A key ring. This is a pretty cool key ring. This is actually the tachometer from a Dino. Pretty cool. And what else have we got? The Dino 308 GT4 coasters. Hey, being Belgian and liking my beer, this will definitely get used quite a lot. And guys, I got my steering wheel screws. Woohoo! Christopher, really, thanks a million for that. As soon as Alfredo's back from the garage, these screws are going to go straight on there. So thank you. Thanks a million for that. It really means a lot to me. Christopher, by the way, is a guy I know now for a little while. I got in contact with Christopher on the Ferrari chat forum, and I very quickly figured out that Christopher suffers from the same affliction that I suffer from, which is GT4 obsession, and which was pretty cool. I thought I was the only one, and then I figured out Christopher suffers from the exact same affliction. And then recently I found out that Christian in Switzerland suffers from the exact same affliction. Maybe we need to start a self-help group or something like that. Cool. So what did Christian sent? I had a quick look, and it's pretty cool. It's actually a Dino push button for the steering wheel. So now I've got my correct screws, and I've got the correct horn button. So pretty cool. Thanks a million, Christian, for that. It means so much to me that you just willing to send me something like that. Thank you. Thanks a million for that, guys. Let's start with a quick breakdown for you, for those of you that aren't really that familiar with the term matching numbers. In the classic car world, and Ferrari in particular, matching numbers means that your car still has the original chassis, engine and gearbox that it left the factory with. It doesn't mean that the same number is punched into all those parts, but it does mean that the right numbers are still matched, are still together from when your car left the factory. In Ferrari terms, matching numbers add value, provenance and historical clarity. It's like mechanical DNA, a direct link to the day that your car was born. But does it matter to me, or does it matter to Alfredo? Well, Alfredo isn't just a car to me. He's part of my life now. And he's 50, almost 51 years of age now, and he's turning out to be quite a character, as I'm finding out. And if it turns out that he's had a replacement heart, I won't love him any less. But I do want to know why, when, how this would have happened. But because we have no service history, nothing, none at all, this puzzle has just become a lot more complex, a lot more complicated to piece together, but also so much more important that we find out what its history was, what its service history was. So that's a huge mountain we have to climb now. So the first time I checked the engine and seen the plaque was blank, I panicked. Big time. Because I wasn't sure what it meant. Quite quickly I figured out that it isn't as bad as I thought it was, because the number isn't removed. There is no evidence of tampering with the plaque, it's just that the engine was never stamped. But I still had to know, I still wanted to figure out what this meant, so I contacted Christopher, who in turn reached out to a few others, and I quite quickly got some feedback from Christopher himself and the likes of Mike Sheehan, Christian Bartz, Marcel Massini and others, and the consensus was it's likely a swapped engine. Because yeah, these Ferrari crate engines, they're not stamped, and it's up to the installing garage to do that. And yeah, often enough, or not often enough, but sometimes that just didn't happen. So yes, the obvious explanation is a swapped engine. But here's the thing. We have no evidence that an engine swap ever happened. The previous owner bought the car in the Netherlands, and I've been able to find out that the car was imported into the Netherlands in 2001. Where it was imported from, I don't know yet. But I was able to check Alfredo's Dutch VIN records, and indeed they went all the way back up to 2001. And there is no mention of any damage to the car or the engine or an engine swap in those records. Now obviously those records aren't foolproof, and I don't even know if those records are complete. I don't know how damage or anything gets reported and taken into those records. So yeah, they're definitely not going to be complete. But for now, there's no documentation that Alfredo ever got a new heart. It could, of course, have happened way before 2001 when the car was somewhere else and we haven't found those records yet. And maybe there is no records. Maybe all of that is just lost in time. That is also possible. So until we find real proof, the obvious answer is just that. It's a theory. Could it be that this is Alfredo's original engine and that it just never got stamped? Unlikely? Yeah. Impossible? No. You have to keep in mind that Ferrari in the 1970s wasn't this big production company that it is these days. In the 1970s, it was a totally different beast. Only a few cars were made every day. And is it unthinkable that the process of stamping the engine was just overlooked that day, or because of a process anomaly was missed and that a car left the factory without a stamped engine? It's not totally unthinkable. It's not as obvious as a swapped engine, but it isn't unthinkable. I'm not saying that it is the truth, but we can't rule it out either. This mystery ties into one of my core goals for Puro Dino, to challenge so-called truths in general about the Dino mark and the GT4 especially. Lazy journalism, assumptions, simplified stories have shaped the way this car is remembered. But here, we dig deeper. We don't settle for the obvious until it's proven. What do you think? So I want your thoughts, guys. What do you think? Drop your comments, your thoughts, your wild guesses, your theories. Drop them in the comments below and let me know what you think. So subscribe, guys, if you want to follow Alfredo's investigation, because we're not just restoring a car here, we're restoring his identity, and hopefully we will be restoring the reputation of the Dino mark as well. So in next week's video, we'll be talking about Alfredo's inspection and the results. Let's hope it's all going to be good. Hopefully we're going to have some videos of Alfredo's first trip or trips around Hasselt. And maybe we'll uncover some more mystery that we have to dig into. So stay tuned, subscribe, guys, and see you all next week. Ciao a tutti.